Helen Bailey. I'm a menopausal market researcher. I am married to Nick Bailey, not the policeman that got poisoned in Salisbury. No, that would be too exciting for my Nick. My Nick Bailey is the miserable old bastard. And you probably did Google me before you came along tonight, and you would have discovered that clearly I'm not the Helen Bailey that was murdered by her fiancé, then buried in a cesspit below her garage with her sausage dog Russ. No, that's not me. And that clearly would have been far too inventive for Nick to have actually invented that whole kind of murder scene. So Nick and I met at Poly. For all the young people in the audience, that's where you went to study a degree when you got an A-level grade E. And he was kind of like really taking it slow, and I was really, really frustrated. So after 24 hours, I thought it'd be a really good idea to bend his key so he can get back in his room, and then he'd have to sleep with me. Anyways, 33 years on, he's not still locked up in a bedroom. We've got 3 wonderful children, and I'd love to share with you about my family. So we have 3 kids, as I say. We have really affectionate nicknames for them. Our eldest is called Hysterical Cow, because she is one. Our middle child is called Hitler Youth, because he behaves like one. And our youngest is called Fufu, because he's actually my favourite. So I would describe my parenting style as negligent. And I suppose the evidence of this really is in our management of their screen time. So whilst you'll be out with a bunch of parents and they'll be droning on about how their kids are on their screens 24/7, mine really are. We did try to manage their screen time by switching off the Wi-Fi in the evening, but to be honest with you, it was really getting in the way of us watching Netflix, so we stopped that. I would say that, well, I can't even fake it. I'm really not interested, and I have absolutely no idea what they're watching on those screens. So I only get to know when they tell me what they're up to. So Hitler Youth was doing his GCSE English Lit, and he said he was going to go and do last-minute revision before the exam the next day. So off he went. The following morning, I decided to drive him to school, and I was giving him really calming, small talk, and said to him, "So, what did you do as a last-minute revision?" So he said, "I watched Muppet Christmas Carol." Anyway, he had the last laugh because he got an A, not the predicted D that his teacher had said. And then there was the occasion where the hysterical cow, she came running into the bedroom completely catatonic after putting an all-nighter in looking at Facebook news. So I was, what's going on? So I was absolutely horrified to hear that she was describing how the world was coming to an end, that all human beings were cruel or evil, and her proof of this was the fact that she read about the Dalai Lama, who was an alcoholic wife-beater. So we was some time, and we pointed out 2 major reasons why this could not be true. Obviously, clearly, the Dalai Lama has never been married, and the second thing is he's a celibate. Anyway, last weekend, I was out with Fufu. It's obviously a very special time for me. And we were walking to the dentist, and he was asking lots of questions, as children really irritatingly do. And he asked me what was the worst thing I'd ever heard about dogs and humans. And In that instant, a memory flooded into my brain that wasn't so good. And I said, listen, I can't really tell you about it because it's a little bit weird and it's really sexual. And he said, oh, okay. He said, but can you tell me, did it involve a man or a woman? So I said, well, it was a woman. And he said, oh, right. And what kind of dog was it? I said, it was an Alsatian. And he said, right. He said, was she a blonde? Anyway. I'm so sorry. I've completely forgot to tell you all about Nick. We've been together for 33 years, so who gives a shit? That's it, I think. Apart from, I just have to say that it's an extraordinary experience to be in the shittiest nightclub in Brighton for the over 50s, stone cold sober, and still humiliate myself. Thank you so much.